It's one of the loudest stadiums in the National Football League. And with the drum beating, the crowd has begun its battle cry here at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. On the visitors' sideline, it is Lions head coach Dan Campbell. His guys coming off a road victory in their opener a week ago, looking to make it 2 in a row before heading home. With my partner Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. Off we go from Kansas City. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll get this complete. That's the tight end, Noah Gray. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Out to his right, taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. 1st down, KC.
Yellow!
Gray is the motion man here. Here's a short throw, caught by Wiley. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Gray is the motion man here. Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, Isaiah Pacheco. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Noah Gray, the tight end, was the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Lions 1st down.
Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short, the ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Set. 50, grit, slice, blue. Set.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one, take it in. Amon-Ra, safe ground. Touchdown, Lions. That his 2nd TD catch of the season. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Chiefs offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. So, Greg, people always say when the schedule comes out in May, what do you look for? Back-to-back home games usually not something you look forward to, but it does happen in this case. And when you get a win and you know you're going on the road week 3, that puts a little pressure on this one to get 2-0 at home to start the season.
Man, how good would they be feeling to start your year and know, all right, we've got 2 wins in the bank. We're playing well at home. It just allows everything in the building to take a deep breath. You know, Mike, it's just such an ideal way to start. Your fans are excited. The city's excited. Everyone in the organization can settle in. So the schedule makers certainly did them a little bit of a favor here, so they've got to take advantage of it. Build off of last week, come out and play well again, and it really sets themselves up for the rest of this season. Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. So, a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. First down throw there is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down? All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throw on the run is complete. How about 4 catches on this drive alone? Time to change the defense. This one gets him another first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he'll be ridden out of bounds after a gain of 6. Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. On the ground, that is Brashard Smith. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. So after one, 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Get this one complete, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Yellow.
To throw is Mahomes. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive. And here's 3rd and 4. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16. On 4th down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. So, Greg, this was not a Christmas gift in May when the schedule maker said, hi, your season's going to start with back-to-back road games. However, win the first. If you can win here and then head home 2-0, man, this season takes on a very different tone.
Oh, there's no question. And, Mike, am I crazy, though? I could make an argument that I'd rather play the away games early in the season. We're fresh. We're not beat up. We don't have a roster that's depleted, getting a lot of new guys into it. When you get into the meat of the season, middle to back end, there's a lot of new guys playing for the first time. Practices are a little shorter. Travel's a little bit harder. You're not feeling as good. So if they can somehow get 2 early road wins here, knowing that now there's a lot of home games as the season unfolds, I actually think they could be doing themselves a favor.
That's right side and brought in by Williams. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal.
Let's go. Hut.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That is hot. What a job to keep the play alive. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. That his first touchdown of the new year. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. That's to the left side, caught by Noel.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Set. Hut.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
Set. 36.
That is caught. And the Lions going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
Here we go. Hut.
Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. Bates now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions move out to a 21-3 advantage. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So, a lot of options on the table now. It's first and 5. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll step up and run. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First and 10. Now, Mahomes. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Yellow.
Gray is the motion man here. First down throw. Mahomes. He's got his man Brown. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Yellow. Go on, Eddie.
Throwing is Mahomes. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Set, ready.
Now, faking the give. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. The Lions called their first timeout. The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Here's second and 3 to go. He'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Here we go, set. Black shot, 50, green. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. That is caught! And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout, and the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
Set.
Back to the air one more time. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A gain of 18 for number 18. And a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Isaac TeSlaa. Touchdown, Lions. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Here's Smith to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Yellow.
On first down, it's Mahomes. Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's the 3rd and final timeout for the Lions. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Throwing now, Mahomes. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got it.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. That's the safety, Kirby Joseph. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hanson, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much.
And instead, why don't we get right back to it, as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Dan Campbell there, the Lions head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Set, huh?
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Ashton Jelani that time, able to bring him down. From the 29, here's 2nd and 6.
Set.
When the rep, let's go right here.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. The tackle him at the 38, but that run is good enough to pick up the 1st down.
On the ready. Set. Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. A pickup of 21 on that connection. 1st down, Detroit.
Ready. 10 black.
They'll look to throw. That's right side and into the hands of TeSlaa. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the 3rd, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The Chiefs offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. 3rd down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. 20 yards on that pass play. And the Chiefs have a 1st down. Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Pass is caught by Gray, right side. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Yellow. Go on, 80.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Throwing again. It's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Dan Campbell there, the Lions head coach, as his guys head back out for their next possession. On play action, he'll set up to throw. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback, and in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him. And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he's going to have the Lions 1st down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
Down, ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And caught right side. It's the tight end Musgrave.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass. And he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Ready.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
Set, ready. 33, yellow. Set.
Back to throw. That is intercepted. It's the former Cal Bear, Noel Williams.
Mike, it's very simple in the NFL. You're just not going to win a lot of games when you're losing the turnover battle to this degree. And it's their struggles protecting the football. They've continued to hurt them here today, and that's why they find themselves trailing at this point in the game.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Quick throw on the RPO is batted away. That is incomplete. It's a good job of recognition by the defense, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. On comes the Chiefs punter. This fielded at his own 1. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Set.
Now they'll set up to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
On the set.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready. Set.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll get about 12 yards here as he's out of bounds. That'll make things a little easier on 3rd down.
Let's go. Ready.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Open man left side. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Yellow.
And movement.
First down throw. Mahomes. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down. Now, Mahomes. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Gray is the motion man here. On 3rd down, Mahomes. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the 1st down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down. This brought him out past the 20. But this turns out to be a solid return. They finally get him to the ground. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession.
Down.
And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show as they've just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
He'll look to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Ready, set, cut.
He'll drop to throw. To the right side, that's St. Brown. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Hut, hut.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. 2nd and 7.
Ready.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's into traffic, but taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Let's go. Set.
They'll look to throw. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
52 blaster. Here we go. Set. Hut.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
Ready. 52 blue. Fight. 97. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw again. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Yellow. 22. Set.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it, and the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up.
Here we go.
4th down and goal.
40. Ready.
That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down. A 1st down throw for Mahomes. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they're going to get him down right at the 25. On 1st down, it's Mahomes. Throw over the middle, taken in by Noel. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Couple of 1st downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10 up at the 42. Gray is the motion man here. 1st and 10 for Mahomes. Short throw, caught by the tight end, Gray. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. That's to the left side and caught by Noel. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Gray is the motion man here. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. A throw on the move is caught. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. To throw is Mahomes. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass.